very exciting because Firefox Android is now transitioning to Phoenix, which is a thing that it's a technology basically like the base of the browser that we've built ourselves that we also use for Firefox preview. So it's exciting that we transition a lot of our users. It's very also very important for our mobile team because we transition and we migrate everyone in Firefox for Android to the new Firefox Android that is based on Phoenix. So it's a huge milestone for the Firefox Android team, and we need your help here to make it more successful. So we create this campaign to support the release, and the release itself is the rollout itself has been started from last week, more specifically on the 28th of July. And we're doing a really slow and very careful rollout. So if you're not sure if the new Firefox for Android has been released in your country, you can check out the arewephoenixyet.com, I believe. So you can check there if if the country have already have been released there, included in the release there or not. But yeah, I think the most important part for this campaign, this is also something that Paul has emphasized a lot, because this is going to be focused on support, right? On the new users, and this is a huge change for them because we changed the base of the browser, so everything changed, even the look, the features, and a lot of things has changed from Fennec to the new Phoenix. So a lot of people might, like reach out to us and ask like, what is happening here and where are things that I used in the past, I can't find it anymore. So there are going to be a lot of probably like angry or confused reviews or like questions on the Google Play Store reviews. And I think the first step in order to provide a good reply to them is to empathize with their condition, with their situation. Like be kind, but also professional because like it's a huge change, right? Like anybody who has been using Firefox in a long time, they love the product, they care about the product. That's why they reach out to us and ask like what's happening here. So we need to be, like step in their shoes and try to see things from their perspective, but also still be professional, right? So like address their specific question and stuff like that. So try to really answer their question. Look for the instruction on how to solve their situation or their question on the KB article. So you go to support.mozilla.org to see what you can offer to the user who reach out for help. If you can also use the canned responses as well, right? But the next focus as well is to also be personalized in your reply. Try to address the person's name. So for example, if I'm the one who reached out, hi Kiki, like I'm sorry that you experienced like this, like this glitch or something. And then maybe you can also add your signature, right? Like so they know who's they're talking to. So by the end of the answer, you can leave your name there or like your initial, so that they know who they're speaking to. So that's being personalized, as well as like tweaking. If you're using the canned responses, you should also like take a look and tweak your responses back to try to see if that really addressed the questions or not. And like not just copy and paste it without doing anything, but also like personalize the question, the answer based on the question as well, right? So and yeah, I've been talking about cover responses, but maybe some of you don't know what is that. But cover responses basically are like like a set of templates, replies template that we've created. Basically, Paul has helped a lot on there. So we created template of the replies, like common issues that we've identified So you can just copy and paste the reply in the response tool. It's very easy to use the canned responses. I also create a video that shows how you can use the canned responses. So it's just like you just have to tap and paste on the reply box. It's very easy. So that's on camera responses, and also be direct, because the Play Store review is not like forum, right? It's you can make a back and forth conversation like in a forum. So you need to be direct and just ask them to file a question in the forum if the question is like complicated enough and need more assistance. And also, as I mentioned, you can also like look for the solution in the KB articles. KB is basically knowledge base. It's something that we call like the support article in Sumo is called KB basically. So you can look for the KB articles in our support forum, so that this person can find their own way to mitigate their issue. So yeah, there are a lot of resources in our system in support@mozilla.org. Apart from the KB, you can also use the forum, like the old forum posts that might also relevant. But yeah, basically that's also like the limitation of the response tool, right? Like the review, you can make a back and forth conversation there, so you need to be direct and be specific, and yeah, be simple basically in your reply. Yeah, I think that's all basically for me. I know Paul also joined this session because he has like secret mission, so I would like defer to Paul if he wanted to add something else.
Yeah, just really to add to what Kiki was just saying, please remember to greet the user. Yeah, hello, hi, give their name, the username that they've given on the Google Play Store. Um, please, please, please don't send people to GitHub if they've got a problem. That's not a user-facing site. A lot of people won't. A lot of our users won't find that an easy site to navigate or use. It's far better if you want to send the user to anywhere, send it to the support forums in Sumo. And also, please, regardless of what the user is asking for, please can we not provide any hints, tips, or advice for people to be able to downgrade back to the previous version of Firefox for Android. Although you may think you're helping the user, in actual fact, you'll be putting them on a product which is slower and won't be getting security updates going forward. It's far better for them to be on the new version going forward. Again, if you've got any questions, please ask on the Matrix channel for Sumo. I'm more than happy to help out. And yes, we've got the canned responses there. But if people have got any queries, please give me a shout or ask a question on the forums or Matrix, and we'll do our best to lend a hand. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul. We actually got a question on the chat. A user is asking, the responses that go out to the user, does it show up as someone from the Android team, or do we make it clear that it's from a fellow Mozillian volunteer?
Yeah, it's a really good point. I think we didn't specifically mention that it comes from volunteer, but I think it's something that we I think can work with the Phoenix team to maybe provide like something in the description of the product or things like that state that this support reply is coming from volunteers, which is, I think it's a really good point that we definitely need to credit to the contributors for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say that at the moment, a user will see a response coming from the owner of the app. So they'll believe they're getting a response from Mozilla, which isn't incorrect. And like I say, if you wish to put your initials after it, you're more than welcome to, but don't there's anything explicitly saying, as Kiki said, that it's volunteers answering this at all, which is kind of goes back to what Kiki outlined about how to answer the questions. We're doing a professional job of providing a professional service to help users in the same way that people would expect a response from other tech firms. They're expecting a professional response from us.
Thank you very much, Paul and Kiki. Are there any other questions in the room? If you don't like to speak and you prefer my voice, you can write and I will say your question out loud. Vishal says, thanks you for answering, Paul and Kiki. And with that note, I would like to also let you know that the community campaign page is also localized in Spanish and German. Also, there's going to be communications for Spanish and German community portal users happening next week, if I'm not wrong, Kiki, because we haven't rolled out in those locales yet. So if some of you didn't receive the email for starting of the campaign, the reason, well, you probably received it on the Reps General, but we are also planning to do some localized communications in order to send the users, the volunteers, sorry, at the right time. We have decided not to roll it out yet because the app is not yet rolled out in those two countries, so it wouldn't make sense to ask people to reply localized questions while there's no questions in there. I don't see anything else. With that, I will just say.
I think I wanna. Sorry, yeah, I want to add one more thing, which I think I missed. So because the rollout is like gradual, it's a gradual thing. So there are probably still some Fennec reviews on the Google Play Store, which is, I think you can identify from the app version. So Phoenix is basically 79, right, Paul? So everything that is below 69, I believe. So everything that is below 69 is basically the old Fennec. So there are probably some confusion. So you need to also, like tweak the question based on the version, right? So it's also important to pay attention to the version, to the app version.
Yeah, and it'd also help people if you've actually got the app installed yourself on your device before you try to answer a question, because often a user will just want to be able to find a particular menu option and you'll be able to see it yourself and be able to answer it straight away. So yeah, get familiar with Phoenix at the same time.
All right. I would also like to give a shout out to Paul. I apologize, Paul, for not seeing it. And I would like to encourage a very healthy competition. Paul is first on the Respond tool on the leaderboard. So do you have what it takes to take Paul out of that? Go and find out if you can beat Paul. I dare you on the Respond tool. I believe he doesn't sleep.
As the volumes go up, and with more people getting involved, I will probably be looking at more the moderation side than the answering side. But yes, I'll try to answer one or two if I have the time. Yeah.
One or two.
Also, the metrics is broken, actually. So it's not a weekly stats.
Yeah. Darn it! And I exactly encourage people to start.
Yeah. In reality, I've just done 7, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we need to fix that.
Okay. When that is fixed, I'm gonna remind you, so you will try to beat Paul. And on that funny note, of course, every contribution is welcomed. That doesn't matter who is going to beat Paul or anyone. Ioana, who is everywhere, She would like to remind you that it is very important for the mobile team, as these days, as Kiki said, the launch of the new Android browser. So she also wanted to give a more an enforcement on why this is important. As Kiki said, this is not just another new version. This is totally different. So we need the help. I don't see, there is, I believe this is Francesca. On another note, she would like to remind you to complete the survey about the mentorship program. So be nice to Francesca, give her feedback. This will help her shape and reshape the mentorship program in the future. So your comments are valuable for the future of the program on mentorship level. Francesca has done some amazing work along with the onboarding team on revamping the onboarding, and now she's focusing on mentorship.
I just wanted to add, I would especially welcome people who are new to the program to answer the survey. Not because I don't value answers from reps who are more long time, but we've got six answers, and no one has been a reps for less than 3 years. So we have no answer from new reps. So it would be great if you're new reps, especially if you could go and also give your point of view.
So Francesca is looking for the newbies. Please, lovely new reps. It will very much be helpful for Francesca. On that note, I would actually also like to say hello and welcome to Sharwar, Shahbaz, and Gasper that have just joined the call. Welcome, welcome. And I'm going to open the floor if somebody wants to add anything.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Okay, Leia from Nigeria. So I just went to the Respond website and I think I've signed up. But when it comes to languages, should we just pick the languages we are native speakers in? Like we shouldn't use languages we are currently learning, or maybe we are not at the native level yet. Or I don't know if that question was clear enough. So should we only pick languages that we're native speakers of, or should we also pick languages that we are currently learning? Because I'm currently learning French. English is the native language in Nigeria, but I'm learning French. I can't say I'm at the native level yet or like the advanced level, but I think I can read and write. So should I try that as well, or should I just stick to English? So in case, so I can play there. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the question. I think you can add as much language as possible that you're confident to speak. So if you think that you're pretty much, like can communicate in French, I would say you can also add that in the tool. I've also been using like a few, like I've also add like a few locales in my account. So I think it's generally, it's your judgment if you're confident to use the language or not.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, thanks for the question.
Thank you, Leia. So we don't have anything else. So I'm gonna give you back 4 minutes. Use those 4 minutes to go on the Respond tool and try to beat Paul. That's the challenge of the day. And out of joke, thank you very much everyone for participating, asking questions. Thank you, Kiki, for being the guest star of today's call. I hope you all have a lovely day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever part of the day it's in your time zone right now. Stay safe and see you all next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.